So SKIM stands for Saratoga County Institute of Management, okay, SKIM. And so it really is a new idea, a new program that allows businesses to send their brightest potential employees, middle managers, to be better leaders.
We at the Saratoga County Chamber started to hear from a lot of our business members, and it was regardless of industry, that they were promoting their people internally, but they didn't necessarily have the internal resources to offer them new skills and training as they moved into management roles. And so we recognized that since this was a resource that people were asking for, the Chamber should create it, and so that's what we did.
As an employer, I was very excited to have the Saratoga County Institute of Management be created. I have a tremendous amount of aspiring managers and young managers who, want to do well and want to succeed. And, in the day-to-day, tasks that they do at the hotels, it's hard for them to develop their management skills. So I was excited to have an opportunity where there was going to be a cohort of other students where they could talk about being a manager, talk about being a leader, and try to define who they are as a leader.
I decided to do the Saratoga County Institute of Management to really learn different ways to be a better leader to my department. Also, I thought it would be beneficial to interact with others in the community, and it's been really great as far as being interactive and hearing real-life examples from different companies in the community. I think we've really learned a lot from one another, and that sharing, was extremely beneficial.
What they were excited about is they really had a network of peers, that they had people that they got to know personally, not just professionally, that they could easily pick up a phone call their business and ping pong, ask them a question, interact back and reflect back to what they discussed in the class.
As we were going through figuring out what we thought this content should look like for our businesses, what we ultimately created are 3 separate tracks that are 3 months long, and they're thematic. So track 1 covered the operations of management, what you need to know to run a business as a management person. The track 2 covers the self-awareness component that managers need to know about themselves in order to manage other people. And then track 3 is the actual management of people, what you need to know in order to help support your people to help them be successful.
I've had a couple of team members actually participate in the Saratoga County Institute of Management program. And recently one of them was at a staff meeting, and it was very exciting. She was sharing her very first course, and she said that she's figured out what her problem is in her department. And she was beaming, she was excited, she was smiling, she paused, and then she said her problem is her. She said that she is learning how her interactions with her team members, how she talks with them, how she tries to give them direction, how powerful that impact is. And she's really had to think about, what her end goal is.
We think it's a win-win situation with this program. So the employers benefit because we think there's a need for middle managers to get really the soft skills that often are not really something they pick up on their own. So again, critical thinking and problem solving, conflict resolution, customer service is important, obviously, to businesses. So that's that side of the equation.
If employers out there are considering using SKIM as another enhancement to their training, I certainly would suggest it. I can only use the example of our participants who went through SKIM looking to do the next session.
I would absolutely recommend people to participate in the Saratoga County Institute of Management class. Again, just having the connections with other professionals in the community from a variety of industries, sharing thoughts, ideas. It was wonderful. I hope to stay in touch with some of these people moving forward, so I would highly recommend it.
I would love to share with other business owners. This is an important program. This is an opportunity that I think many business owners and leaders should be looking at because we're developing the future, of our leaders.